so when Victor arrives on the shore after leaving his barren rock, he finds himself in prison and arrested for the murder of Clerval. And again, we get that sense of the creature being his alter ego, because we know, and Victor knows, that the creature is responsible for the death of Clerval. But Victor is arrested for the crime. This is not only an alter ego from the point of society is now holding Victor responsible for something that the creature did, even though society still doesn't know that the creature exists. But Victor, in essence, is guilty of Clerval's death, just as he was responsible for Justine's death. And in a sense, he is also responsible for the death of William, because he did not take upon himself the responsibility for his creature. And in chapter, hang on just a second. And in chapter 21, he talks again about this connection between life and death. How many brides and youthful lovers have been one day in the bloom of health and hope, and the next day a prey for worms and the decay of the tomb? Again, more foreshadowing and also hearkening back to that dream that he had of Elizabeth turning into a corpse in his arms. He gets out of prison and goes back to his home. And then he is set to marry Elizabeth. And what happens? And why? Why does Victor go through with this? The creature has already killed outright 2 people at least, and 1 person by default, Justine. And the creature has said to Victor, I will be with you on your wedding night. Does Victor not think that this creature is going to carry through with this? Does he think that the creature is going to kill him? Victor does not seem to have a whole lot of savvy, because all of us know what the creature is going to do. Victor took away the creature's bride. So what is the creature going to do to Victor? He's going to take away his bride. And that is, of course, exactly what he does. Now, Victor, after the wedding, goes away and is walking around outside. And in chapter 23, he has left Elizabeth alone. And again, you might be able to justify this by saying that, well, Victor thought the creature was going to kill him, but come on. And then he hears a scream, and he rushes back into the room to find Elizabeth dead. And he says, great God, why did I not then expire? Well, why didn't he? Why has he not either killed himself, because we have seen many times how he has expressed the desire to die. But what's peculiar about this scene is that later, a few paragraphs later, he says, and she was lying across the bed, and there's a very famous picture of a woman lying across the bed with a gargoyle poised over her that many say that Shelley took this scene from, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the picture or the artist. But he says, she had been moved from the posture in which I had first beheld her, and now, as she lay, her head upon her arm, and a handkerchief thrown across her face and neck, I might suppose her asleep. I rushed toward her and embraced her with ardor. This is the first time, other than the dream, that we have seen Victor display any type of physical affection or even deep emotion towards Elizabeth. It almost seems that he has to wait until she is dead before he can express that deep emotion. And of course, this scene echoes again that scene where he had the dream and embraced her in death, because that is exactly what he did. All right, one more video.